Hello, beautiful souls. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. I hope that you're having a wonderful Monday. And even if you are not having a wonderful Monday, Monday is almost freaking over. So, there. We don't have to worry about Monday for too much longer. Hey, Monday is practically over. And this is Spiritual AF, where you have an opportunity to be spiritual as fuck with some psychic guidance, some psychic inspiration from me, your girl Mel, Enlightened Spirit. And so, just a little bit of housekeeping because, I'm doing things and I'd love to see you there. And so, the first thing is that I am hosting a psychic fair. You might have seen the ads for it on Instagram, but you've definitely, hopefully, fingers crossed, seen it on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube. The Love Healing Hope Psychic Fair, Saturday, February 15th. That is Valentine's Saturday. And we are going to have some healers, readers, and it's going to be an amazing time, an intimate affair where you can get a reading or a healing for $40 and become hashtag enlightened and hashtag spiritual as fuck. So I hope you don't have plans for Valentine's Saturday and you join me and some wonderful light workers at the Awaken Center in Plymouth Meeting Mall in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania for the Love Healing Hope Psychic Fair. And so I'm going to put up a QR code where you can check it out, scan it. I don't know how you do this, honestly. Tap a QR code while you are watching a video. And this QR code is going to be available on Facebook and YouTube, but on Instagram, you will see the links everywhere. You can purchase your ticket ahead of time at Eventbrite. Admission is free, but you can pre-purchase your reading on Eventbrite. And that's the Love, Healing, Hope Psychic Fair at the Plymouth Meeting Mall in the Awaken Center. This isn't the Awaken Expo. This is the Awaken Center little intimate event hosted by me, Enlightened Spirit. Also, some things you may or may not know, but here it is, right? I am a writer. I have a blog and a podcast. It is Enlightened with Mel on Substack, and you can read about my exploits, the things that I've learned to kind of live enlightened and spiritual as fuck, and to help guide you through this process that we call living. Learning how to live your best life with more freedom, empowerment, acceptance, and of course, love. So check out my Substack, Enlightened with Mel. Read my blog, listen to my podcast, Light in the Darkness, which is also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, some other places. My newest offering is Voldemort is President. Yes. He who shall not be named is officially the president. And I offer you guys some tips and tricks to kind of navigate these next 4 years, because we're going to need to be creative. We're going to need to have some spunk. We're going to need to work outside the box so we can live our best lives. Hey guys, and not allow Voldemort to fuck us over. So, a little bit about me. My name is Mel. I am a spiritual psychic medium, advisor, and coach. I used to be known as an illuminator, but nobody seemed to get that. So I have spiritual psychic, advisor, medium, and coach. And I am here on this planet to help bring people into the light of their own divinity, of their own magic, of their own freaking wonderfulness. I'm here to help people live spiritual as fuck, because there is a way to operate your life where it is truly authentic to you, but it is reeking, it is spilling over with this light of love, happiness, acceptance, courage. And so that's my job. And I'm doing it by doing readings, hosting events like the Psychic Fair I just mentioned, by providing this free offering of psychic insight and readings on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, as well as doing private readings via my website and, you know, some of the hotlines. Purple Ocean, you can see me on Purple Ocean, as well as the Psychic Power Network. And so it is Monday, and this is our little pick me up for the week, because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I need a weekend from the weekend and I need a little help to just kind of get through some shit. So here it is. Here it is. We're going to start off with the affirmators. Yes, for those on Instagram, these bad boys, right? These cards are just so wonderful. They are self-helpy without the self-helpiness. These cards help everybody live spiritual as fuck. So get a deck, or just make sure you tune in with me on Mondays at 8 p.m. for Spiritual as Fuck. And so I was just a shuffling and a shuffling and a shuffling earlier. I'm going to shuffle some more. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. I would love to answer them using my powers that we all possess, but I just happen to make a living, knock on wood, with mine. So moving right along, what do the affirmators want us to know today? Oh, those were sticky. Okay, okay. All right. Peacefulness. Peacefulness. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to read it. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it and I can get my security deposit back. Yes. Peacefulness is a choice. You are allowed to decide who you are gonna let in your heart, in your home, in your mind, right? You don't want mofos living in your brain, living in your space, living in your heart rent free. You are expensive special property, okay? They need to be vetted first before you let them into your inner sanctum in so many ways, shapes, and forms. So this card is asking you to be discerning, right? Who are you going to give all the fucks for, and who are you going to give zero fucks for or about? And you know what? Learning to give zero fucks is not a bad thing, okay? That does not mean you have to hate the person. That does not mean that the situation is terrible and bad. What it does mean is that you have decided how much energy, consideration, space you want to give a person, place, thing, or thought. And I'm telling you, this is the key to the next 4 years. This is the key to our life. Who the hell told us? Who the hell told me that everything that happened I had to care about? You don't. And just because somebody else cares about it doesn't mean you have to care enough to make yourself feel badly when they feel bad, or make yourself feel good just because they feel good, or show up just because they want you to show up. We have to get back to this place where we are being true to ourselves. And that's also true to ourselves in regards to our energy level, in regards to our spiritual, emotional, physical bandwidth. And I don't know about you guys, but I got mad devices running on my network, and it is exhausting me. And so I get to decide whether or not I'm going to allow it to continue to siphon off energy from me, or I'm going to just let it go, let it pass through, and notice when it's trying to steal my peacefulness. And when it does, say, I caught you. No, 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 no. You got to go over here, do your thing. And I'm going to stay over here doing my thing. So, miracles. Miracles is our next card. And you know what? Peacefulness definitely shows up when we start to understand that we are living in a miraculous time, in a miraculous world. We are having miraculous experiences. We are miraculous beings. And if this is all true, then why not believe it? Right? I wrote a post about choosing your delusion, right? Choose the delusion to believe that you are miraculous rather than the delusion that you're just a piece of crap surfing this earth for no apparent reason whatsoever. Just think about all the things you've done. Gather the evidence of all the things you've done, all the things you haven't done. The whole fact that you are alive right now means that miracles are working for you every single day. So choose to see them. It will bring you more peace. It'll help you feel more protected, more guided, more provided for, more in the sunlight of the spirit. Choosing to believe that miracles are happening for you all day, every day, because you are a motherfucking miracle, is how you hashtag live enlightened and spiritual as fuck. I mean, many of you know me, and some of you know my story. I'm a miracle. And if this bozo is a miracle, you are definitely a miracle. Moving right along, golden opportunities. Ho, ho, ho. Hey. So, if we choose to give zero fucks about the shit that really doesn't mean anything to us, to not allow people, places, things, and ideas to siphon off our energy, to exhaust us, to derail us, to make our focus more diffused, and we decide that we're going to believe that miracles are happening for us because we're miraculous and we're living in a miraculous place, we are going to experience some new opportunities, golden opportunities. And I wonder if something unexpected is on the horizon for you, for yours, for everybody here that has shown up for themselves. I'm telling you, something new is going to happen this week. I am. Please show up next week and tell me that it didn't. Okay. I dare you. But something is going to happen. It's going to be a golden opportunity. Now, this doesn't mean this opportunity is going to be easy going, smooth sailing. No, that means that opportunity is going to show up, but it's going to be for your highest and greatest good. And it's going to feel miraculous. It's going to feel surprising. It's going to feel freaking magical. And why? Hi. It is going to feel magical because you are a magical, miraculous, amazing, stupendous, living enlightened, and spiritual as fuck motherfucker. Okay? And again, back to the very beginning, get some peace and choose to believe this. All right? We really do get a choice about what we believe. Just like I mentioned in the beginning, about how we get to choose whether or not we're going to give 110,000 fucks or zero fucks about something, place, thing, idea, person. You get to choose what you believe in, right? You get to choose not just your own delusion, but your own code. So, for your highest and greatest good, I'm inviting you to choose to believe that miracles are fucking happening. There's a golden opportunity coming this week. And again, if we weren't convinced already, what's this next card? It says positive expectations. Boop. Have some positive expectations. This week is gonna be a fucking banger. I believe it. I mean, honestly, I don't pull these cards unless they're fucking true. And I tell you, the more I believe that positive expectations are coming to me, that miracles are happening because I'm a motherfucking miracle, you're a motherfucking miracle, this whole place is a motherfucking miracle, the more I choose to have peace in my heart rather than thinking about all the negative shit that I don't really care for anymore, the more I can stay positive and expecting amazing things to happen. This is my choice. What are you choosing? And you know what? It doesn't matter what you choose, but the question to ask yourself is, how's that working for you? Yeah. If you find that your decision is not working for you, if you find that your decision is leaving much to be desired, then you can make another decision. Why the hell not, right? Hello, friends. Hello. Hello. And remember, you can put your questions in the chat box as we move on to the next card for today, for Monday, for the week that's going to be fucking amazing. And what is this? Okay. Okay. Yeah. They threw me a curveball. Mother, wife, sister, daughter. Okay. This is, yes, I am taking questions, but mother, wife, sister, daughter is showing up because it's saying pay attention to the women in your life. Okay? If there's a woman in your life, reach out to her. If there's a woman in your life, make sure you are connecting, make sure you're listening to them, learning from whatever the hell they are putting out there in front of you. Now, it doesn't always mean that you have to take action, but it does mean that you want to pay attention because opportunities are coming, miraculous things are happening, and you are a gosh darn miracle. So, we do have a question today, and we are going to rock and roll with it and see what we can get for our friend on Facebook. So, someone's got a situation with their landlord, and so we're going to find out, is their situation going to be resolved, right? And already I hear it's going to be resolved, but it may not be the way that you want it resolved. And that's okay. That is okay, right? Because sometimes, most times, as humans, we don't even know what the best thing is for us. We have an idea, but our minds are so limited because we're humans that sometimes there are solutions, there's magic available that we can't even fathom until we're in the situation. So, what I see for this question about the landlord is that you have to be completely vulnerable and completely honest with your landlord about your situation. You want to ask your landlord about how you can help make their situation better. Remember, because it's not about just you getting, it's about how you cooperate with others in the world. And even if the situation doesn't sort out the way you want it to, they want you to continue to keep networking and reaching out to others about what you should do in terms of getting a new place to live. Because honestly, whether or not that situation is resolved, do you really want to be in a place where you don't feel welcome? And they're saying that any move, any transition is going to be a healing one because we can't stay in the same spot expecting to get different results. We have got to move around. We have got to do different things. And even though we don't feel prepared for it, when change shows up, it's because we are truly ready for it. So, my dear, in regards to your landlord, be honest, let them know what you really truly need. Keep networking with your people because it is time for a transition. And although it's going to make you feel all squishy and nervous, it is for the best. It really, really is for the best. You will learn how to live enlightened and spiritual as fuck. You will remember that you are a freaking badass and you can do anything because you're living in a miraculous space, right? You're living in a miraculous world and you are a motherfucking miracle. Moving right along, we have a love question. Will she reach out this week trying to argue or reconcile both? Yo, homie. She is taking her lead from you. She really, really, really is. And I feel as if you know there's something she is dying to hear from you or to see from you, and you're not doing it. And so if you don't do it, she's not gonna be in a mood to reconcile. She's gonna want to fight. So let's see. Fearless love. So this is saying that if you really truly love her, if you really truly want to be with this person, then you've got to get vulnerable as well. And you just have to be truthful, okay? You have to listen to what she says. You have to be honest about needing the time to sit with it and actually see if that fits with your paradigm, if that fits with your purpose, your dreams, your alignment, okay? Um moving on, it's also saying that the more honest that you are, the more willing you are to show and express what it is you truly need, and the more honest you are about how willing you are to take in what she wants to hear and how and honest about whether or not it works for you, the situation is going to be resolved. And it doesn't have to be a fight. Nope. It does not have to be a fight because it takes two people to fight. And so even if she does lash out, they're saying that you still have a chance to be like, hey, I don't want to fight with you. I love you. We can do this differently. And you will get your answers. But they are saying that there's a piece of you that needs to take this less seriously, the stuff around your ego, the stuff around your pride, because you want to be with a person, if that is true, because it is saying awaken your true self. And there is a portion of this where you're not beat for this game. So you really want to get honest about what it is you really truly want, because you don't have to fight. And when you show someone you're willing not to bend, but when you're willing to provide a safe space for them to reach out to you in a way that's honest and authentic, because you have reached out to them in a way that is honest and authentic, then everything works itself out, right? And so your last set of cards, okay, is to not worry, okay? Keep focusing on you, because it does seem as if there has been some distraction in this relationship where you have stopped focusing on yourself and doing the things that drew her to you in the first place. You were successful in those things, but it seems as if when you got into a relationship, you went back into this old paradigm of what it means to be in a relationship. And you know what? You get to choose what you believe, right? That's exactly what I've been saying this whole time. You get to choose your belief system. And you know what? The more we live in our chosen belief system, the more we draw people to us who align with our chosen belief system. We don't need to worry because we're miraculous people, humans. Because we live in this miraculous world, because golden opportunities are showing up, that anything that happens to us is for our highest and greatest good. But we've just got to get clear about what it is we really, truly, truly want. And then why we do or do not want that. Why do we why don't we want to move? Why do we want to move? Why do we want to stay with this person? Why don't we want to stay with this person? Many times there's something hidden inside here, that inside of our cores, that we're just refusing to look at. And that's why we're getting the same results that we've always gotten. But that's why in the beginning of this reading, we were encouraged to choose peacefulness. And peacefulness means carving out a space in your day so you can get quiet, right? You can get quiet, you could hear the stirrings of your heart. And then what'll happen is the things that you need, the things that you want, will become so clear that you will see how your very being is drawing those things to you, or pushing them away, right? There are some times when I'm like, geez, I really want a relationship, right? But there's some things I'm doing that are pushing away relationship, like not going out there and dating, or not returning phone calls, or not being inviting to another person. I'm not saying that you should do any of those things or not. I'm just giving you guys an example that it is extremely important for us to get to a peaceful place so we can discover what's really going on in our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. So we can gain that inspiration, gain the information, because golden opportunities are showing up for us. We are supposed to expect them this week and moving on into the next week. And when we do so, we are going to be so pleasantly surprised. We're going to be, we're just going to really see how everything in life is happening for us, not to us, but for us. It is also saying to pay attention to the women in your lives. They are showing you vital tips, tricks, strategies, maneuvers that can help you navigate this place we call Earth. And especially the ones that bother you. That person who annoys the fuck out of me is my greatest teacher. And so it's saying to pay attention, because this week, my golden opportunities, my miracles, your golden opportunities are going to occur when I have a little peace about that person, that woman that annoys the fuck out of me, right? And I learned to give zero fucks about who and what she is as a person, and just take in the information, the data, the zeros and ones that I receive from them, and not use that data as a way to punish myself, to not weaponize the information to make myself wrong and bad. I can decide, I can choose to realize that things are coming to me because they are for me, not because they are here to destroy me, to harm me, to obliterate me. And I say me because I mean you, because I'm doing this shit too, right? I am doing this with you in so many ways. I had a crazy weekend this weekend. I went to a party, and it was a very different kind of party. And you know what? In the beginning, I was like, oh my God, look at everybody talking to each other and having fun and engaging. And I used that time to make myself wrong and bad for like a good 30 minutes in the party. But not until I realized, wait a minute, I'm here at this party to learn and grow. So, what is it I'm supposed to learn from these people around me? I don't have to take in what they're doing and make it a characterization of my heart and soul. I'm going to take it in as information. And that made me more peaceful. That gave me more courage. And then that party turned into an opportunity to connect not only with other people, but with myself, right? It was an amazing opportunity, and that was miraculous because I wanted to run and leave. But from the previous readings, right, for previous weeks, I've talked about how we are going to have courage for not just the next 4 years, but for this stage in our lives. With courage, we are going to be able to accomplish so much. And a lot of this courage is coming in the connections we make with other people. Let me tell you something. If you feel like you are anxious and self conscious, then they are too. There isn't a single person out here who isn't thinking horrible things about themselves and are nervous and scared about connecting with another person. Remember that, because when we exhibit the courage to connect with somebody, we're going to find a new avenue of peacefulness. We're going to find a new opportunity for miracles. We are going to be transcended into the next dimension where we can live enlightened, spiritual and fuck, as remember spiritual and fuck, spiritual as fuck. And remember how we were badasses built to navigate and thrive on this freaking planet. It's so good to see you all. We have only a few minutes left today, and I'm going to give you guys this image of the cards that I use. And so, when you are ready, reach out to me, Mel, Enlightened Spirit, either on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I think I'm everywhere. I think LinkedIn. That's I am Lightened Spirit, and you can connect with me for a reading. You can also meet me for a reading on Thursdays at the Awaken Center in the Plymouth Meeting Mall in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania. Those readings are live and loud. Please also consider meeting up with me at the Love Healing Hope Psychic Fair. That is February 15th, Valentine's Saturday, where we will have amazing readers, healers, and light workers there to give you some love on that Saturday. And again, yes, check out my blog and podcast on Enlightened with Mel on Substack. I think that's everything. Thank you all so much for showing up. It has been a pleasure to serve. A pleasure, a pleasure, a pleasure to serve. And again, you can totally reach out to me anytime. I am here to hashtag help you live enlightened and spiritual AF. So I'll check you later. Have a really awesome day. And we, as we dance it out.